feel like we all kind of need to talk. It's important. Yeah. Excuse the mess in the background. One sec.
I took a trip for love, hoping things would work themselves out.
Yeah, I'm sorry, back. This video, first of all, is inspired by Josh Jums, Jummy. She's my friend, she's a friend of mine. Now, Jums is a very lovely, big character, very lovely, big character. And now, I've known her for quite a while, and I've known that she's been going through some stuff that's just been really difficult for her now. But at the same time, she's one of the most happiest, smiliest people ever. So, love you, Jums, when you see this. But no, I was watching her video, Chit Chat Get Ready With Me, feeling inadequate and not good enough. And she was making some statements, talking about herself, and she was kind of going through her own thoughts and having a kind of cognitive dissonance between feeling a type of way and then actually advising yourself about why is it that we're feeling that type of way and why we shouldn't feel that type of way. So giving advice as well in a very open way, expressing herself. And this feeling of feeling inadequate, not good enough, it's a feeling that, like, I kind of wanted to explore. Like, there's one thing she mentioned talking about how she kind of doesn't want to be a burden to people, etc, etc, etc. And then usually when people go through these things, they tend to not really almost want you to see that they're going through anything. But that's why I'm making this video. I feel like we as people, and like a lot of us, really need to heighten our sensitivity towards our friends. And I feel like it's something that we need to actually take note of mentally and actually act upon. It's like we lack this sort of sensitivity. Okay, let me speak for myself. I found within my own friendship group, a lot of times I feel like I'm one of the people at a certain point always reaching out to people and talking to them and seeing if they're okay, and actually using the keyword I'm emotionally available to help you. i.e., I'm not just here as like as a body. I'm actually here if you actually want to talk and be emotional and express yourself. I will be here, and I could create a space that you feel comfortable enough to do so. I feel that's so important. Usually people who want to talk the most will not necessarily approach you, and it could be in the slightest that it's literally just because the environment that you have around you or that you promote might not promote a safe space for them to actually want to come to you if they felt like maybe in the heat of the moment they wanted to speak to someone. So I feel like as people we need to have a sensitivity towards that, especially within our friendship groups. And I was watching this video and I felt really guilty, and I felt really bad because Jummy is my friend. Except from being a YouTuber, she's my friend, and I felt like I lacked this sort of sensitivity towards her. One, because I was going through some of my stuff as well, and this is the way I was thinking, like, how come my own guys not even message me and check on me, but I have loads of strangers almost feeling a vibe that's gone off, and that made me feel so bad. It made me feel so rubbish, and it made me feel like very worthless because of course I'm a big character, of course I'm this, of course I'm that, but I would still love my own people to check me because I feel like it means a lot. It means a lot when someone stretches their hand out to you when you don't require it or nor have you even asked it, but it's like they can see, and it's like, especially when she's such a transparent person. Now, why I mentioned Jummy was because I feel like I did this. I see perspective in what I was also saying in terms of like I lacked emotional sensitivity towards her to a degree. Now I knew that she was going through some stuff or whatever, but I guess sometimes I didn't reach out as much as I should have. And I was talking to Shaheem about this. Shaheem is another YouTuber, Shivenchi, and we kind of like, we came to a point like, listen, we had a situation and he said, listen, I'm gonna go check up on this person, even though the person might not have done the right thing towards us, but just because you don't know if that day could be the day that something was madly gonna happen, and you've just helped the person. And I've previously had that mindset, and I came into having the mindset where I needed to be greedy and very greedy and very greedy. I was like, you know what, let me take care of myself because I'm always a giving person. And then through that whole situation, that talk with Shaheem, we ended up talking to the person. We ended up amending lots of things. And then I said a word to that person, which I'm going to say to everybody who feels the same way. I'm just going to round this up with literally 2 points. I feel like as people, one, we need to increase our sensitivity and really look out for our friends, because people who need help are not always going to tell you they need help, nor will they even show any signs. But nonetheless, if you really look closely, there probably was at least one slip up, because as humans we make mistakes. Even when we feel like we're perfectionists, we slip up. The second point I want to make, and I'm going to leave this here, is a word that I said to one of my boys, but I really deeped in, and it's something I want to stay with everybody. See, givers, we can give, but then we get to a point where we feel so like, you know what, I'm going to be greedy now because you know what, people are taking a piss. I urge you to keep giving, and the advice I gave him, which is so true, and I've never seen it like this before, and I apologize if this video never made sense, but I'm literally speaking my mind from a stimulus or something that made me think about something. I said, and it's so true, and I need you guys to take this down, write it down, wherever it might be, put it in your head. The reason why we have to surround ourselves with like-minded people is because me as a giver, when I give, and there's people who are takers, take. For them, they keep taking, and for me, I keep giving. I get to a point where I feel rubbish, and I might act and try to change myself. Now, the issue with that is that every time I compromise myself because of others, I compromise myself and I limit my own happiness, my own joy. If I was to take that, me as a giver, and present myself and put myself in situations with other givers, and let's think of an illustration of 3 people. Let's think of a triangle. A triangle connects. Now I want you guys to think a giver around 2 other givers. All I could do in my life is give, and if I stop giving, I stop being happy to my optimum point. Whereas if I change my situation, i.e. move myself away from such friends or toxic energy or toxic environments, and put myself around like-minded givers, then to a degree I start feeling fulfilled, because I know as givers there comes a point where I feel like nobody's giving towards me. There's your problem eliminated. I feel like in this situation you have givers who always continue to give, but if you're in a circle, in a triangle, sorry, in a triangle full of givers, you're all gonna give into each other, right? And that's why even like anything, God, your parents, everybody that knows or has kind of come to a point of realization in life based on experience, they urge you to be yourself and be around like-minded people so you can have a freely flowing triangle. But yeah, sorry, this video is super long, and I apologize so much. But yes, I just wanted to say like sometimes we are as much as the reason why situations don't change, because usually you find that situations are everlasting, like as in situations stay the same. Sometimes we have the mobility to move, and also sometimes we feel alone, but we forget that we prayed to see the true from the bad. So God isolates us so that we understand that we need to stand alone for that time being. But yeah, take what you want out of this video. This video was just inspired by Chit Chat Get Ready With Me with Josh Drums, and that feeling of feeling inadequate, and I guess it really goes on to be, you feel inadequate, you don't feel good enough. Sometimes it takes you having to move out your comfort zone, which is with people that you might have known all your life, to go to people who love you and do nothing else than love you and show you that you're not inadequate, because God works through people, and if you're not around the right people, how can God work through them all the time? That's the end of this video. Yeah, I'm going to the library. You guys have a good night. Sorry about the length of the video, and your situation can't always change. Sometimes you have to move yourself, or you have to change. Okay, bye. I got this really cool solar powered power bank. Amazing, right? This can charge your iPhone like 7 times, 3 ports, flashlight.
I took a trip for love, hoping things would work themselves out.